Just stay awake. Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow-lioli? I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue.
The survivors?
One of the three in the elevator have been shot in the heart.
And you're to blame.
We play the game.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to We Played a Game. My name's Clover.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Shanae.
And we're back in Phoenix Wright. You know this game. It's wonderful. It's amazing. And court is now back in session.
Whoa.
Witness,
Witness me!
please testify to the court about everything that you saw.
Oh, lordy.
Can we have Eddie paint the judge's face with a little bit of chrome?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, he's got that beard, too.
Well, he does have a sort of chromy beard, yeah. Right.
True.
Fair enough.
Chrome Dome. On the night of December 24th.
Right. Leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Well, Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edge is right about this being our big break. Our big break. Brick break.
The night of the Moida. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I, found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock.
Shop dock.
So I could. Anyway. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
What?
I was like,
Single
gosh,
gunshot?
They're
Really?
gonna shoot me next.
Yeah.
Well, he knows that the first shot. Oh, that's true. Well,
No, you're
right.
The air thing was
I know, that
like
was
a week ago.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting.
but
My brain is small.
he didn't see anything.
I think it was just
Well,
because it was
that's-
foggy.
True, but he also said there was only one gunshot, and all the reports say that there were two. And the gun itself says it was fired 3 times.
Yeah, nothing still lines up.
Maybe the gun was fired so close to his ears that he went deaf and didn't hear the second shot. Hear me out,
Because he was shooting it.
because it was his gun. Signed, L. Butz.
It was misfired. And he killed someone, doesn't even know it.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
misfired.
even know.
That happens to a lot of guys.
It's LeButz.
Le Butz, yeah.
But he missed the first shot because he couldn't get it up.
The bullet was signed Le Butz. That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court.
Yeah.
In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Words. Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Butt forward.
Yeah. Back it up.
Normally it's in the back.
So I don't think we need to press on that.
No, but definitely the I found it.
Yeah.
Because we need the whole court to know that Gordy's fake.
Time.
This whole thing.
That's a good point.
Time to spill the beans.
Looking for something. Looking for love.
Yeah.
No, because he's got Keonce.
He's got Keonce. Mr. Butz, what was it you were looking for other than love because you have Keonce?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Okay, but
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
the judge didn't sustain it or anything. It's like, can't we just keep talking? That's fine.
So he slipped the boat back at the rental. Then he heard a bang.
Talk more about this bed.
His face is so good for that one.
You want me to press on this?
Yeah, let's see what he has to say. Where did this sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked.
Great.
I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat.
Press! Why didn't you see a boat? Because there was enough fog to choke a bullfrog?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope that he says that.
Smack. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Yes, boats go on lakes. Order! Well, Mr. Butz?
Whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
I mean, there's a photograph. We don't need to know if he knows that there was a boat out there. That one.
Yeah. Do you normally just go home after gunshots? So, you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Nick?
Huh. It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Me too. Poor Maya.
Alright, so I should present...
Probably present the thing that he found, maybe? Or present the 2 shots?
I was gonna present the 2... I wanted to present the 2 shots.
Okay.
2 gunshots just after midnight.
Yeah,
Yep.
because that doesn't match Lotta's deposition. Doesn't
So,
match
Larry.
her Home Depot position.
Yeah.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
Deposition and Depot. I
Home
feel
Depot,
like,
where you get your homes.
yeah. I
Present.
used to call it the Orange Store when I was little.
Well, it's fitting.
Also, fun story, I was at church one time. They had a bunch of us sit up front. Like every now and then the preacher at the time would have us like sit right up front around the pulpit or whatever you call it. And he would do like a little tiny sermon with like all the kids. And he was like going around asking us all like what do you think like your dad's like or your parents' version of heaven or something would be? And I was like, Home Depot. Because my dad was always going to Home Depot.
Man loves Home Depot.
Yeah, the Orange Store. He loves that place.
He would live there.
Wait a second, Larry.
Home sweet Home Depot. Oh, what?
You only heard 1 bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. That's 1 more than you.
That's a weird way to do
Yeah.
punctuation.
Yeah, that...
And the old man just now said the same thing.
Huh?
They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Von Karma couldn't prep him.
Were you even
He didn't say
listening?
2.
True.
Oh, maybe they all said 2 because, yeah. Oh my gosh, maybe there really was only 1.
Why would he prep them to say 2, though? Did
Maybe
Von Karma
just-
kill them?
Maybe. That would actually be really funny. They're just like, okay, come down from there and go up there.
Von Karma's only in it for the win, so I can't fully tell you why he would do that,
No, I understand.
but Larry's the only person he didn't get the prep, and Larry's saying something different than the both of them.
That's a very good point. I'm not asking you specifically, just putting the question out there so it's
Yeah.
in everybody's mind.
Yeah, I'm sure if
if
we
we
can
keep
go
playing,
back.
it will come to light.
also if we continue playing, then I'd have a better answer. But I'm just saying, that's my
I bet
thought.
in exactly 5 minutes we'll get the answer to that question.
Yeah,
Annoyingly.
this is how that usually goes.
It's gonna happen like in the next line. Von
Yeah, are
Karma's
you
gonna
paying
be like,
attention at all to what they said? But I told them to say there were 2. You're not supposed to share this info. Oh my gosh. Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
"Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. You're a real shitty friend.
Ah!
I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Butz,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
You can't press Larry. He doesn't know shit when they do that.
Not sure. How could you not be sure? Your finger goes right through him.
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else. Were you on the phone with Keonce? Oh.
I was just gonna say, listening to Keonce tell us some story. My radio, dude, with my headphones.
Larry!
What?
Larry! You're killing me!
He's got a radio.
Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butz.
They were booing him in court?
Yeah. Radios aren't cool anymore. You were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime?
Yes.
I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Yes.
Continue?
Yeah.
Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butz. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right. Leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
Come on, he's a good witness.
I was feeling good, and then now I just...
His chin is like the tip of a pencil.
He uses it to paint.
That's how he puts the ketchup on the samurai dog.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Just paint it right on there. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. Your reactions are very funny.
It's gonna be like, all I want to do is... It's like, actually, there were 3. 4? 5 gunshots?
He got a new, 4D boombox that shoots actual bullets for bass.
Little blanks,
Yeah.
off to the side.
You know...
You gotta recharge it. But that's pretty cool.
The only thing I can think of with what he's saying right now is for timing.
I definitely think the thing that the DJ was saying is going to be important
It's
for
a
exactly
timing
that
thing.
reason, yeah.
I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. So now we're gonna press him on that.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
No, this is Japan. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
What is the problem here?
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? From Full House? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs. That's not true, unfortunately. So he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. Take it from someone who had an MP3 player that could record songs off the radio, and you got all the sweet bits of the DJ talking over the song.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I'd like to cross-examine the hell out of this Butz, Your Honor.
You gotta love when the DJ pipes in, every quarter of the song.
Yeah.
It's DJ Butz.
This is my favorite part. I'm gonna ruin it.
All right, time to get ready for the big drop.
I talked over it. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. 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 He's just repeating it to himself, one of those is right?
You're in the middle of this big murder case and you're just repeating words to yourself. That's a weird word, right?
Right? Charade? Darude? Or is it Darude or Darude?
Would that work as a child's name?
Yeah, wait.
Sheriday?
Sheriday. The Sheriday Inn?
By the way, I love his shirt eyes peering out over the witness stand.
Hell yeah.
It's lonely. It'd be funny to press him on that, but I don't want to do that.
What about Beyonce?
You think so?
He might, or he might let slip a random ass detail that's apparently a clincher. He'd be like, and that's when I shot my gun. So, he turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone!
shouldn't have said anything. But what about Kiyate?
I guess she was busy.
She was, that's true. She was on location.
That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. Listening to a real booming loud like.
How loud is booming loud?
Okay, I'm gonna press him on this.
Yep.
Yeah. What did she say? She. I like
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care.
We should fucking care.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Fine, very well. I just learned how courts work. Mr. Butz, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just what she said. Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot.
So just before midnight. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard.
But doesn't that go against Lotta's testimony where it was just after midnight?
Yup. It wasn't a quarter past midnight. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. My fingers are going to go right through his butt.
Maybe that's what he wants.
He's going to come.
So I guess go back to that, and then...
Being alone on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm. He remembers I was listening. Real booming loud like. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying.
Is it included
Just
here?
when she said, hey,
Yes.
it's almost Christmas.
Present. I'm presenting.
Present. Timothy. Present.
Just after midnight.
Uh-huh.
So this one.
Yep. Music stop.
Hell yeah.
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and... almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means?
Ow.
When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas.
Oh!
Why do I have to slam my desk so much? This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor!
He was teleported to the underworld.
Yeah,
Overworld?
I hate it when that happens. Order, order. What does this mean, the underworld? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard one before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple.
This guy's an idiot.
The current witness is plainly mistaken, and I hate him. Just look at him. Suspicious.
His shirt, the two eyes. It's
Racist!
Yes, very. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butz's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry is
right.
Even if we don't believe it.
Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He's too stupid to make this up.
Well, no, I do believe it because that's the one detail that he seemed certain of. Is he heard the gunshot at the same time as the DJ saying that.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, though, even if he wasn't certain,
We should
I
say
would
that
still
we
say
think
he
he's
was
right.
certain.
I see.
Yeah, we have to try, right? He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Ping. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Okay, so that was taken at 12:15. Taken automatically at 11:50. Right?
And that would have given him enough time. That would have given Larry enough time to go home between 11:50 and 12:15.
True.
So if this one got
25 minutes.
triggered,
That is
Did I
probably
mention-
it.
Never mind.
did you mention what?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, you did mention nothing.
Nice.
Because weren't we saying something about, like, oh, the camera went off and all the film was there, so the second picture, like, we were saying something weird.
You just
last
had to
time.
reload the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
So,
That's why we have two lake photos.
I know. I thought that's what I was saying last time, and I thought that I was wrong.
Is this one? Present.
Anyway.
Take that!
Take this. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, I choke on my laughter.
This was taken by your witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, in her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m., which stands for Prime Minister. Oh?
That's a lot of prime ministers.
But why?
To be involved with this photograph.
Shouldn't it be like past midday or something? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this picture. It's why this photograph exists at all.
Because there was the bang!
What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph, sorry about all that helium. This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Ah!
Like that.
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 Prime Minister. That's why this photograph was taken.
I can't.
In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Like, are we dating? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight.
Your attitude towards us sucks.
Judge, down, like the relationship in the corner. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight.
Camera.
Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them! Boo!
Boo.
Kill Edgeworth.
He fucking sucks.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera is set to respond to loud noises in quotes.
Yes?
There's no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Does Larry sneeze that bad?
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. He says with powder on his nose.
Oh.
I've never been cleaner. Can I have some? Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence that you have. My badge.
The gun?
The fact that it was fired 3 times? Could that be? Because if there were 2 shots after midnight, then perhaps the third was before midnight? Right?
I mean,
Reasonable?
the bullet
maybe.
with the 3 guns. The guns?
The bullet with the this bullet was fired from 3 guns in a row.
Wow.
It killed him so
Sorry.
hard.
The gun with the gun being fired 3 times? Would that be the evidence?
That's the only thing that stands out.
Because they said there was
like,
2
coming
after
through.
midnight, so what happened with the 3rd?
But it's not
Right?
time-based.
He's saying, how can you prove that the 11:50 was a gunshot? And I'm saying we have a
gun-
gunshot unaccounted for.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Let's not keep the good people waiting. This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol is bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 heckin' times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Shot heard round the lake.
Order.
I do find it interesting, though, that this evidence in a vacuum kind of makes it sound worse for Edgeworth. It's like, he didn't shoot the gun 2 times, he shot it 3
You want to
times.
make sure he's super dead. He missed twice, though. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, This leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Yeah, we all are.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Sowing the seeds of doubt.
If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Ding. Why, I ask you? Why? Why?
Snake! Uh-oh, I better think of something quick.
Von Karma drops to his knees, hands in the air. Why?
My God!
And if we can't come up with a reason, lock this motherfucker up.
Close these doors. We're not leaving until we figure out who stole the pen. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it!
Huh?
Crabs! Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course. I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, you will never overturn Edge's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it.
Wait, I thought we already did overturn it. We're just preventing a second one.
I don't know.
Can somebody remind me what happened in the Steel Samurai that was so...
They... Oh my God. I was kind of hoping you just keep hitting the button.
Wait,
Tell us again.
Steel Samurai 1.
Okay, well, it will tell us.
I know, but I want to remember.
Oh, a person pretending to be someone else? Like...
We have a person pretending to be someone else. You all... I mean, that might actually be it, to be honest.
Because
now that you
someone
think
was
about it.
pretending to be Will Powers, right? It was a frame job.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but there was
yeah,
there was the thing, the hole on the fence, right? They got stabbed on the fence, and then they moved the body, didn't they?
Wasn't it the
They
victim
moved the body.
pretending to be Powers? Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Anyway, they'll tell us.
Yeah. no, forget it.
I wanna, yeah.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe. We already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose.
And I'm wearing a condom.
Condom. You just watch. Let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Herrings.
Your honor. Damn it, already? Yes, Mr. Fish. Right? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Explain. Bang, bang, bang. Order. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you officially realize the truth.
There can be...
There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Oh, wrong. Von Karma, you're wrong. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edge who did the shooting. It was me.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. But the defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. But
like Von Karma doing the sound effects.
So are we thinking that the person on the boat who killed Hammond was not Edgeworth?
Yeah.
And then when he came back, I guess maybe Edge found the gun and put his hands all over it or something. No, Edge said he was in the boat though, didn't he?
He said he was in the boat. Yeah.
Let's find out.
So, I want to figure it out, but I can't.
You can in this game.
Yeah,
It doesn't
something's
let you.
gonna come to light in the final hour, and that's gonna make everything
Yeah,
make
you're
sense.
gonna find out Edge has a twin brother named Sledge, and he was also there.
Sledge?
Yeah,
Sledge Edge.
Sledgeworth.
Sledge Edge.
And,
Sledgeworth.
and Edge is in the bottom of the boat, just laying down.
To get a good view
Yeah,
of the butt.
sledgy boy.
Sledgeworth, that's right.
there was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been Dark Messiah. Well,
Sorry, I'd have been overlaying them with the same clip.
the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yeah. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. Sorry, that started as Phoenix and turned into Judge. The timestamp on the photo says 0015. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edge could be innocent.
Also, the lake. Well, I'm reading too much into the wording, but the lake photo that has nothing on it from 1150 is called the second lake photo.
It is. But technically,
chronologically,
it's
it
the
would
first
be the
photo.
first. It's just the second one we got.
That was throwing me off earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's because we received it second.
right.
That's
Label your
what-
shit better.
That's what I was referring to. Anyway.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad?
Not right now.
Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Edgeworth and the murderer.
Yes.
So maybe there was a third person on the boat?
Maybe.
Because
Oh, it kind of hurt.
Could be.
it has to be.
Because
So
after
Edgeworth
the first
was on the
photo,
boat.
he fell off. Hammond fell off the boat. So Hammond can't be on the boat. Hammond can't be. It has to be Edge and the murderer. Because
What?
Hammond would, if we're going with what we're saying, Hammond would be in the water already at the time of this photo.
So then who fell into the water?
Hammond. We're gonna find out who this other dude is.
So we're suggesting that there's 3 people in the boat at the start,
So that's the only way we can
and
have
the
this work.
murderer killed
Hammond the
Hammond
first
at
time.
1150,
And then tried to shoot Edge?
or Edgeworth shot the murderer.
Edgeworth might have shot the murderer.
It's just a theory. A game theory.
No!
I wanted to say it too, so thank
Well, you can get a clean slate. Go ahead.
And that's just a theory. A game theory. Alright.
Call us Matt Pat.
Call us Matt Patricia. Of course, he was Edge and the murderer. After the murderer killed Richard Hammond at 1150, he assumed the guise of Jeremy Clarkson and met Edge.
I'm imagining now that they're out on that boat, like exhibiting some weird modification they made to the boat, and then one of them killed Hammond. Probably Jeremy Clarkson.
So we're going to take it around Vietnam. Oops.
Quiz time. Who's the other guy?
James May.
Oh, thank you. I could not remember. I wasn't sure if you could, but I'm glad you did.
Nailed it.
You did.
Nailed in one.
Did you read this already?
Kind of.
I don't know. Did I? Sort of. Next line.
I like that Larry's still there. He's just like, oh, what do I have to do?
He hasn't been dismissed
Was
yet.
it me? What? Are you serious? Yes. Edge won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edge to the lake. Now, Edge didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. Oh, shit.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Oh, so
They
the
killed
murderer
Hammond and pretended to be Hammond.
So the murderer killed Hammond,
At 11:50.
probably left him in the lake,
Yeah.
went back to shore, picked up Edgeworth, and went back out with Edgeworth.
Yes.
And then what?
Let's see.
And then, yeah.
And then was like, Edgeworth, pick up this gun.
Yes, touch
He's
it.
like,
Put
"Oh,
all your
touch it,
hands
put
on
all
there.
your
Lick it
fingers."
if you want.
I'm dead now. Bye.
I'm dead now.
So maybe Edge was so cagey about everything because he didn't know if he did a murder?
Maybe.
Honestly, yeah.
Because he wasn't sure.
Oops, I did a murder.
Well, because if the murderer, the actual murderer, is pretending to be Hammond, then Edgeworth might have shot
The pretend guy. Yeah.
Or Hammond wasn't dead, shot at that guy, and then he shot at Hammond still.
No.
Let's continue.
Not that one. I'm not sure what to make of all this. But I'm sure we're going to figure it out. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Mr. Right. Get out the way. Tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's...
I don't know.
I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't think it's Edge. And Lotta Hart seems like a nice lady.
Does she now?
I'm gonna save it.
Aww. Part of me feels like we should say Miles.
I think we don't know and we need to do more. It's going to be another day of investigation.
Ooh, yes.
Actually, I don't know. Funny story. You don't know?
Again, you waste my time. I could be putting someone else to the screws.
I don't know, because he never told us.
Huh?
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop.
Aha!
That old man. What?
What?
At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this?
I'm so confused.
I feel like you were just doing you.
It morphed. It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine, I got there. There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
Aw.
What? Well, then where did the murder take place? Show the judge on the doll where the murder took place.
At the boat
At
rental
the boat
shop?
shop, right? Like, it's always locked around, right?
I mean, it's got to be close enough for Lotta to hear.
Oh, true. Oh, that's why I took a picture of an empty lake, because, yeah, there's nothing on the lake. And it would have been coming from that direction, so that makes a lot of sense to me. Take that!
Take this. Here, of folk callers,
The boat shop. You like that?
where he lives.
That way, he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. He could just repeat it, but... So anyway, we were playing RPG Maker. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it, returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by.
Okay.
And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? Duh, boat shop.
It's like a kid's show.
Yeah.
The boat shop. That's right. There's blood pouring out of the boat shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
brings
did
me back
it. We
to-
did it. We did it. Yeah.
Brings me back to Amanda the Adventurer.
Honestly,
Well,
a little bit,
yeah.
yeah. That part of Wooly looks fine. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Guaru Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night,
Is he testifying now?
I guess so.
the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Come on in.
Because he knows
he knew
about
about
the
Dick
Dick
with
with
Six.
Sit. Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah!
gosh.
But
Is he
why-
pretending to be old and senile?
Yeah, I think
think
so.
so.
Also, who was he to Dick Lick Six or whatever?
We never
called it?
discovered.
We
I
don't
think.
know.
The only reason-
Or no, was he...
Was he the other person? In
I think
the
he was the...
elevator?
Yeah, wasn't he the janitor or something? Wasn't he... Didn't they mention something about that?
Oh, I don't remember.
Like him being like a... I thought he was in the courthouse. Maybe not.
Yeah, Drew.
This was around... it's the wrong voice.
Secretly.
This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. He put his face on.
He wanted to take his face off so that he could put his face on.
Then he got in the boat with Edge and went out in the middle of the lake. That was all a run-on sentence. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Miles Edge. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think he shot him, though.
Because his fingerprints are still on the gun.
Yep.
They are. They are. I don't think he shot the guy, though. He might have shot he might have just
Like he's
Discharged the weapon.
trying to disarm it or something.
Maybe.
It was Miles' Edge.
Nick, how could that be? Wasn't the old man holding the pistol?
That's where you're wrong. Yeah, good thinking.
Maybe the old man is Miles Edgeworth, but from the future.
No.
Yeah.
Please no.
That was easy, Nick. What I'm worried about is what you're thinking.
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. I'm so sorry I sneezed. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Oh, he's... Okay, just to frame him. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details.
Also, I feel like an important piece of actual evidence would be that there was no blood in the boat.
Yeah. You could have washed it out.
Maybe
It
the
would
old
still
guy
leave
just...
a trace, I think.
Oh, he's always bleeding.
Fish bleed.
Fish bleed?
Yeah, but like, wouldn't that be something that you try to test for?
Yeah, but
Is blood in the boat? Like, I'm sure you could differentiate fish blood
this
from
was-
human blood.
if this was a normal case in the real world, yes.
Although they did...
Phoenix Wright Town,
That's what
not
I'm saying.
really.
They did
Yeah.
return the boat, so how do you even know which boat was the murder boat?
Yeah.
Just test them all.
Murder boat.
Yeah,
Look
they're
for
not
any
gonna
ones
do
that
that,
have
though.
blood on them.
They're not going to do that, though. It's this game. They're not good.
Well, right. I mean, just in general, I guess the police would just get the first person they could think of, and then they don't look for any other evidence except for that.
It's their favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Long history. Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of your explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
Can I get a witness?
Create a witness.
Because, yeah.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness?
The first time was to get attention.
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then,
He
he
jumps in the
falls out
water.
of the boat. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Oh, we found that tank in the bush.
The oxygen
The
tank.
oxygen tank. He
Okay.
probably dove under the lake and swam back to shore.
Oh.
And then he disposed of it in the woods, but he's not that smart. I see. Is someone looking from the edge of the lake? It would appear that one of the men in the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place like a house of cards. Checkmate. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Good Lake. He just gets so cocky, I love it.
Silent courtroom.
Just one guy. Like, this is boring.
This case sucks.
More murder. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
Bye, Larry.
But he's napping. He's unconscious.
Is this when we finally get to learn more about
Dicklick
Dicklip
6.
Dicklip 6.
Woohoo?
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edge, a few questions. Mr. Edge, please take the stand. Ah, he's beautiful. Mr. Edge, you're beautiful. You heard what the defense has said.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir.
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
I guess I shouldn't do gumshoe.
Gumshoe, yeah.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Search all the noodle shops.
The wet ones.
Oh, it is the wet noodle, isn't it?
Start the wet one. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
That's amazing. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances.
Do we get to look for him now?
I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed, because 3 is too many. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood?
So, if they can't find him tomorrow, are they just gonna be like, sorry, Edge, couldn't find anyone. It's you now.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Justice
100%.
must be served, even if it's injustice.
Yeah, and yeah. Someone's
yeah.
There's a jail cell. Someone's got to fill it so we can get our profit.
Right. A crime was committed. Someone's got to pay.
Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be the easy guy.
The one we have. Yeah.
One more thing. One more thing. Just who is that boat? I didn't expect you to hit enter. I think his identity has become very important to this trial.
I got a little jumpy on the go forward button.
I want him, and I want to know who he is, and I want him in my bedchambers. Very well. Court is adjourned. Jackie, one more thing. I love that show.
So we should try to figure out the owner of the wet noodle,
Yes.
the actual noodle shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless that was just a cover for like pretending to be senile.
It could have been. I wonder if we can track down the parrot. Maybe the parrot will help us find him.
There you go.
Parrot is a great idea.
Because the parrot, yeah.
You're such a smarty.
Thank you.
December 27th,
My brain grew
1:22
3
p.m.
sizes.
District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. It's a Christmas miracle.
My skull, it's crushing. Help.
Brain hemorrhage. Ah!
It was fun while it lasted.
Yay, Nick. You did it.
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of the clients.
Hey, Edge.
Mr. Edge?
Did you say something, child?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
I'm on trial for another murder.
I did while I was bored waiting for this one to be done.
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. The Dick Lick 6 incident. I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edge?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edge?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. I done a murder.
Did he kill his dad?
That's the name of the book right there.
A memory of a murder? Hell yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Good one. Alliteration's always solid.
Yeah, I want to save my progress.
No, let's do it again.
Let's start over from episode 1.
Take it from the top. Well, let's find out what's going on next time on We Played a Game.
We'll finally find that damn caretaker.
Where's that damn wet noodle?
If you've been enjoying, be sure to drop us a like, comment, or subscribe, or all of the above. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Brush your butts.
Stay kinky.
Bye.